Welcome to SwitchCorner, my name is Alex, and today we're going to be taking a look at my favourite Switch deals coming in under $10 or your local currency, covering the US, Canada, UK, EU and Australia. It's a big week though, 20 games for you all, so hit subscribe. Join us here on SwitchCorner for reviews and deals weekly. We're pushing towards 37,000 subscribers right now, so thank you all so much, and let's get started. Before we do kick this off then, the UK, EU and Australia got a massive sale in the February Fest, and sadly the majority of those deals, they never arrived for those of us in the US and Canada. That said though, a much more balanced week this one, with nearly every deal available in those regions and then 12 in the US and Canada. Inside then, to kick us off, and a classic, I talked to Limbo, which got a new low price last week. This one matches the low with 90% off. Both of them must play titles though, and with this, like Limbo, the less I say the better for your experience, so I do stick with the eShop description. Haunted and alone, a boy finds himself drawn to the centre of a dark project. It's a puzzle platformer and a masterpiece. Observer then also sets itself in a dark world, but this time of the cyberpunk variety. A detective experience, it packs a Hollywood cast led by Rutger Hauer. It's 2084 though, Poland, the world is a shell of its former self, and you have the ability here to hack into minds and traverse their darkest experiences. It's creepy stuff though, and you'll be on the hunt for your now missing son. Then it's matching the low price, 80% off. We've only seen this price before once, and the visuals on the Switch, gotta say, they are seriously impressive. The persistence then is for the horror fans out there. A first person roguelike, this is some seriously intense stuff, but I really did enjoy it. My full review, it's in the pinned comment down below. The idea though, your ship is in trouble and you're floating towards a black hole. Now the crew has mutated, survive and get the systems back up and running. Do not worry though, if you die, you are a clone, you'll get to try again. It started life as a VR game, you can feel that in some of the movement at times, but it's well worth 90% off, a price we've seen only once before. Flinthook then got a physical release from Limited Run Games some time back, and that's how I discovered it, but this one, it deserves more love. An action platformer with a dash of roguelike as well. You are a space pirate and captain who uses what's called the hookshot to traverse this world alongside a slow motion ability. It's all about exploration, finding that treasure, taking down enemies, and it's procedurally generated for replayability. It's a new low price then, 60% off. Just a quick reminder then, remember all of the deals from the last two eShop videos, they are still live. While they were somewhat limited for those of us in the US and Canada, those in the UK, EU and Australia should absolutely take a look. It's one of the best sales I've seen in a long time, and you'll find both those videos in the pinned comment down below. The biggest deal at that sale as well, easy, XCOM 2 collection, 90% off. That deal is crazy. I had to give it kind of one last shout out with it expiring so soon. A more unusual deal then, that is a Horizon Chase Turbo. The base game is on sale, but we've seen it about half of this price before, so do be aware of that. Great game still, but I wanted to highlight the DLC content, both the Summer Vibes and Senna Forever DLC. It is on sale right now. Summer Vibes is 50% off, it adds a new car and a redesigned race from coast to coast. Then Senna Forever, it's 10% off, but absolute quality. The name should kind of tell you it all. It adds Formula 1 cars, teams, a new 5-chapter single player campaign, and the price, it was a steal to begin with. While I'm bundling games together then, Castlevania and Contra Anniversary Collection, they both return to the sales with 75% off, matching the low price. Loved these games and the care put into these bundles. Castlevania, it packs in 8 games including Kid Dracula, never before seen in English, alongside then a digital book kind of surrounding and exploring the history of the series. Then we get Contra, that's 10 games, and also an impressive digital book around the kind of like the world and the path to Contra. I'd buy them both instantly again for sure, they are classics for a reason. Talking about a classic then, a modern one here, Darkest Dungeon, matching the low with 60% off. Third time we've seen this price, so it's for sure not frequent, and it's up there as one of my favourite games on the system. A gothic roguelike turn-based RPG, it's about as challenging as they come, but extremely rewarding at the same time. The idea though, recruit and lead a team of heroes through this world, taking job after job, hunting down like monsters and stuff. Just go in knowing though you'll face permadeath, 16 classes, team management and afflictions. Think stress, disease, famine. I think it's a masterpiece personally, and all DLC is on sale currently as well. The only thing I will add here, just know the Ancestral edition, it's on sale too. That pre-packs the DLC, saves you some cash, and again, look, it's more than worth it even if we are pushing beyond the $10 mark. Those hand-drawn visuals and the music as well, also completely just like stunning. Blazblue cross-tag battle then is once on sale relatively frequently in the US and Canada, but rarely gets love elsewhere, so it's great to see this new low of 70% off. Arcade mode and quick fights, another level with some seriously complex movesets to back it all up. The visuals then 2D hand-drawn like, and while it is yes an older title, that visual style it doesn't age, and now it basically looks better than ever. Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons then comes from the creator of It Takes Two. It was another step forward, this one, for co-op play, but what makes it unique on the Switch? The fact you can now play the game in single player, but you'll need to control both characters, making it actually quite a bit more challenging. It still of course then packs the co-op mode as well. A fantasy story this one though, and touching. You set out to save your father, who is dying with the water of life, through what is a fantasy world. Stunning game though, and it matches the low with 80% off, a price we've only seen once before. Gekido, Kintaro's Revenge then, and while it's not a perfect game, I think the price here is spot on with 70% off. That is a new low price as well, and Brawler fans, at this point I think it is worth taking a look. The idea, fight your way through this world, old school in its art direction, but I'm a fan of that 16-bit style, and story-wise, dark omens return and you must beat them back by travelling this world. Controls can be a little bit off slightly at times with the game's kind of demands, but you'll get through it, and again, like, the price overcomes the problems for me. M++ then was on sale recently, but I wanted to give it a shout out again because before that we hadn't seen this one on sale in just over a year. I also think it's one of the best Twitch platformers out there, and it's absolutely packed with content. When I say packed as well, I'm talking 4,330 handcrafted levels, custom levels, a level editor, the ability to share them, leaderboards, co-op and competitive, local play, a hardcore mode, even different visual styles, and this electronic soundtrack with 63 tracks. Think though momentum-based platforming, the idea, collect up gems, open and exit, but trust me, it gets challenging quick for your little stickman. It's great though for extended sittings or even short bursts as well. Into the Breach then is a similar story, 2 sales recently, but before that over a year, and this game is well known kind of on the indie scene as a masterpiece of strategic warfare. It's from the makers of FTL though, and it's turn-based combat, and it puts you onto single screen battlefields, perfect for the Switch with this stunning pixel art style. Build up your mech though and go to war defending this world. It's randomly generated, so it's got a lot of replayability. It's also got roguelike in it too. You die, you travel through time to save another timeline. It's addictive and underappreciated, and it should be in your collection with 50% off. Indivisible then had a really unique launch. It was released before the developer was actually aware, unpatched, in what appears to have kind of been like an accident surrounding that launch date. That was fixed up though, but even then you could see the special in this game. It's an action RPG, so real-time combat, but 2D, and it's combined then with some like great platforming as well. There's a fair few playable characters as well, and in the story you play this young girl exploring newfound powers following what was an attack on your home. Visually though, it's stunning. I love the soundtrack as well, and the depth of the RPG kind of side of this game keeps you locked in throughout. The story, it's okay, but I wouldn't come here purely for it. It's matching the low then, 75% off. Into the final 3 games then, starting with Astro, Aqua, Kitty with 60% off, a new low price. This one's an action RPG, also underappreciated in my eyes. I didn't play this one at launch, but it was shortly after, and it combines the RPG elements with, shmup action. Get a crew together though, explore the galaxy, and do everything you would expect in the genre. Find loot, items, level up. Story-wise, not a huge amount going on honestly, but it's kind of this excuse to get out there and just, cause mayhem. Our penultimate game of the video then, Curved Space, a new low for those of us in the US and Canada, and a great price at that, 75% off. This game, it blew past my expectations, and it's gonna be for those that like their shoot 'em ups. The difference here though, it's actually 3D, that behind the ship, third person style viewpoint, and the maps are kind of crazy at points, hence the curved in the name. The idea though, blast away these interdimensional bugs and face off against boss moments. It not only then packs story as well, but arena mode, survival and daily runs. Its only shortcoming and a big miss in my eyes, that is the lack of multiplayer. So our final deal of the video then, a personal favourite, ATOMIK RunGunJumpGun, one of the first games in my 25 video Hidden Gems series. I'm actually thinking of bringing that series back here very soon as well. Let me know what you think of that in the comments below. Now, it's not a smart game, but it is ultra challenging kind of run and gun shooting where you can do two things. You can shoot and you can jump with auto runner movement. Shoot forward though, or shoot down. And yeah, basically talk about challenging. This is one for those that like the pain of overcoming something truly designed to just completely beat you down, crush your spirits. It's up there with the likes of Jump King, and it's packaged with these stunning neon-like pixel visuals and a surreal story of sorts that travels you through the galaxy. It's matching the low price then, 88% off, and yeah, I'll link my Hidden Gems video where I featured it down below. And that's another week down, and that is a great week in my eyes. Now, will you be adding anything to the library this week, or are you holding onto that cash? A shout out then to the patrons of the channel who are going above and beyond to support SwitchCorner. It helps more than you know, so thank you all so much. Then hit subscribe if you love the Switch, as much as we all do here. Join our growing family, and I'll see you all on the next video. Thanks everyone.